So welcome to Ford Live, coming to you live from the Frankfurt Motor Show. And I'm joined today by two very special guests. We've got Roland de Waard, who's the Vice President of Marketing, Sales and Service at Ford of Europe, and Ben Collins, who is the famous racing driver, also author nowadays, of course, and a filmmaker as well. So we're here really to talk all things Ford performance. So really, I want to get going into this straight away. I'm going to start with Roland. Roland, we're seeing a real kind of onslaught of product vehicles coming along. What's it all about?
We're really busy, as you say. We had already two very successful vehicles with Focus and the Fiesta ST. We added a Focus Diesel ST, which has doubled effectively the sales volume. A whole new group of customers who now combine that speed and efficiency. And today we're adding a Focus to that. And with the Focus RS, we're going to the other side, and it's really a track day car, very capable vehicle. We launched earlier the Ford GT, a big surprise, the best kept secret in Ford history, with a spectacular car with very new technologies. And on the stand today with us, of course, the Mustang. We just launched it. We're about to deliver the first Mustang, the right-hand drives in the UK as well. And that sold out 8,000 units before people could even test drive it. So a real good start for what is more to come.
So you talk about more to come. What is there still to come? Are you going to tell us?
Well, I'm not going to tell you what, but I can tell you that there will be 12 performance cars we introduce in the next 5 years. So stay tuned, because there's some exciting stuff between that.
So we'll hand over to Ben. Ben, the big news really here at Frankfurt is all around the Focus RS. What can you tell us a little bit about some of the performance that customers are going to expect to get?
I think it's a great car. It's amazing. You can pack 350 horsepower in a small hot hatch, but with the four-wheel drive capability, I think that makes it's incredibly good value. You get so much bang for the buck, but it's traditional, and that's what I love about these performance cars. Is that a lot of manufacturers have gone away from driver feel. You get these cars that feel very disconnected. You can't feel the road through the tyre, and I love the fact that Ford has kept it real. You have a handbrake. You can have manual. In the case of the RS, you've got some great features like the launch control and the drift option, so that you can, if you take it to a track, you can throw the thing sideways and have a great time, which is what makes me smile. But yeah, it's amazing, and the performance figures, I think 0 to 60, 4.7 seconds, and we were talking about before, I think that was it's faster than a Ferrari 355, back in the 90s. So it's pretty amazing that you can get that in a hatch. So people will love it, I think, and can't wait to get my hands on one.
Brilliant. And Roland, in terms of availability and pricing, obviously that's probably the last piece of the jigsaw for all those people out there getting excited. What can you tell us about that?
Well, here we go. We will start in the UK at around £29,000, and in Germany 39,000 euros, which we think and we know is a very competitive price. There's nothing with this performance that this kind of money buys. So we will have a lot of enthusiasts considering this car over vehicles which are much more expensive and not even as capable.
And in terms of availability, can people start to order them now?
You can start ordering now. Deliveries will be only in 2016, but given the history of the Focus RS success, I would say make sure that your interest is noted.
And Ben, just final question to you. You spent some time at the Goodwood Festival of Speed just recently, I gather, spending some time chasing a certain Mr. Ken Block up the hill in the RS.
He was chasing me.
He was chasing. Tell us a little bit more about your experience there.
Well, I had the faster car, which was great. So I got to the top before Ken, which was a bonus. So I was in the Ford GT 350R. So it's absolute Bronco, so much power, big fat tyres and downforce to control that, and had the best time basically. So it was 3 days of hanging on particularly through the walled section, some nice sideways moments, and keeping it out of the barriers. But it's fantastic. But I've actually spent more time in the standard GT Mustang. It's great that that's coming to Europe, to the UK. I think people will love it, because the muscle cars that came out in sort of mid-2000s, with all the American muscle cars that were sort of reborn, they were quite sloppy still. They were, very soft suspension. It had power, but there wasn't much finesse there. And this really is the car that I think we've been waiting for 10 years. It's a much more European handling style. The centre of gravity is low, the weight distribution is great, so you really sit in the middle with control over what you're doing. And I've had a whale of a time in the lesser power but still powerful GT car. So no, I'm loving it. I want to know what colours they come in, because he's not going to tell. He won't tell me probably, but
knows more than anyone. Very good. Well, that's everything we've got for today in terms of the Ford performance news. Please stick with us. Look out for the exciting other product news that is coming from Ford. But with that, we'll say thank you very much for joining us. Have a good day.